Hey everyone, this is Kult Corner and I'm Atron.
And I'm Inferna.
And we got a couple movies to review and discuss here. Starting off with Scream.
Yeah, Scream.
Wes Craven's Scream.
You know, Drew Barrymore, even though her part in this was so short, her scene, you know, the whole little scene that she did was actually really, really good.
Yeah, and she's leading an all-star cast here. You got quite a few people in this, you know. You got Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, Skeet Ulrich, Mr. Skeeter, Matthew Lillard, and from, you know, Shaggy Scooby-Doo guy, and David Arquette.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a really good horror movie. I like it. I know a lot of people don't like this because of, you know, the parodying of the horror films in here.
Yeah,
but
I thought it was almost like a spoof movie versus a true
and it
horror
is in
movie.
a way.
And it is a kind of, but not, because usually the spoof ones go totally ridiculous.
But yeah, it's also its own kind of slasher movie, and I think it's one of the better modern slasher films.
But anyway, if you don't know what it's about, which you should, but if you don't,
yeah, if you've never seen this, which
these people, kids, are getting phone calls by some stranger, all, you know, what's your favorite horror movie?
Yeah.
And they're really insistent. It's not just like you can laugh them off and be like, oh, well, pfft, kiss off.
Yeah.
And hang up. No, it's not like that.
Yeah.
Very insistent, and, you know, he eventually comes and he'll stalk you and he'll kill you.
Yeah.
And everything. And so these people are dying in town because of this killer, and you don't know who the killer is because he's wearing this mask.
Yeah, he's wearing a ghost mask,
yeah.
got a ghost face, you know, everybody's wondering what's going on. You got the goofy deputy, which is played by David Arquette, trying to figure this out, and he can barely get out of his bed. He's still with his mom, and he lives with his sister.
And his sister, like, is always bagging on him and stuff.
Yeah,
is,
she's
like,
always making fun
sad.
of him and stuff, like not respecting him. Because would you respect him? I don't know.
No,
but,
probably not.
But yeah, and Neve Campbell, you know, she's kind of the centerpiece to all this, and if you know the movie, then you understand why. But yeah, the killer's really wanting to get her for different reasons, and yeah, he's calling her, and her friends are getting messed up, and yeah, and you also got this nosy reporter played by Courtney Cox, if you know her and Friends, you know. I don't like Friends, by the way, but
neither do I, but whatever.
But yeah, she's trying to solve the case. You know, she feels that Neve framed this guy for the death of her mother, and the real killer's still out there. And so she wrote a book on it, and you know, and she's kind of badgering Neve Campbell, and yeah, it's not too good for her. She gets knocked out, which was a nice kind of scene.
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, in real life, it couldn't play out that way because she'd get busted for assault and go to jail. But it was awesome to see, though, because how many times have you really wanted to see a reporter get punched during some of these stupid interviews that they do?
And we got Jamie Kennedy, who's kind of the horror nerd guru in this movie, and at times you might think he's the killer because he knows about horror movies more than anybody, it seems like. Yeah, and this whole movie is kind of like, they mimic like their past horror classics, you know, like Halloween.
And there's that awesome cameo.
Yeah, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho. There's kind of nods to various horror classics.
A lot of nods to Halloween.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. And you even get to see like a moment of kind of a jokingly kind of part where Wes is Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, Wes is Freddy Krueger.
It's just like dressed as
Freddy with the hat and stuff and the sweater and everything. Just like mopping.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
And this kind of rejuvenated kind of Wes Craven's career, because he was there making horror movies and stuff, but this kind of made him more popular. You know, he obviously got huge through Nightmare on Elm Street and got well known. He did horror movies before Nightmare on Elm Street that I like better than Nightmare on Elm Street, but Nightmare on Elm Street was kind of his baby and put him on the map, and you know, so when you think of him like Wes Craven, you know, you think of like, you know, a horror maestro, you know,
and you automatically think of like Nightmare and all that.
And basically, this killer's going around and it leads to this one party, and you find out like, oh well, there's some kind of crazy psycho, you know, going around doing this, and he's off in the teens, and you know, Jamie Kennedy's trying to explain the horror movie rules, you know, and which is kind of It's true in a way.
It is true.
Yeah.
I mean, if,
don't
if
have
you have
sex.
sex, you're dead.
Yeah, don't drink or do drugs.
If you walk off somewhere, you're dead.
Yeah, it's like, I'll be back.
You say, I'll be back,
yeah,
you're dead.
Yeah.
You're not coming back.
Yeah, so.
And it's all kind of true.
Yeah.
I mean, at least for the
it's
modern
well-made.
slashers
It's
and stuff. But
you
yeah,
know,
it's a well-made movie.
Yeah.
So, how many thumbs up would you give it? Or chainsaws, or whatever. What are we rating it now?
Ghosty mask?
Ghosty masks?
Yeah.
Okay. How many ghosty masks out of 10?
Gosh. 8.5.
8.5 ghosty masks?
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
I will give it a little less than you. I'll say 7.5.
Alright. So yeah, go check it out if you haven't seen it. It's a fun, entertaining horror slasher. I think you'll enjoy it. Alright, next movie.
Next movie is Child's Play. Chucky, woo! This is the 20th birthday edition. I cannot believe that it's older than 20 years.
No.
I mean, because you've had this for a while, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I mean, wow.
Yeah.
It's beyond 20 years old.
It's an old man.
And now, obviously, if you have not seen the movie, which you should have, but if you haven't, there is this doll called Chucky that's ugly as crap, and it has a really huge
And
head.
this is before like he gets all stitched up and fucked over.
This is the very first one where he's like all clean and
Yeah,
pristine and
the
still,
good guy doll is ugly. He's got like he's got like gigantic.
He's got an
head.
abnormally huge
Yeah,
head.
he's like freaking monstrous.
But anyway, this serial killer through a really fake kind of black ritual magic thing puts his soul into
Yeah, he
the
does
doll
a
because he's
ritual
dying,
and he goes into the good guy doll, and then he becomes Chucky,
Yeah, and he becomes Chucky. And this mom buys this doll off of this bum.
Yeah, who actually just found in some kind of
found
burned
it,
down
like,
warehouse, and he just randomly got it. And,
she bought it off of him for her 6-year-old son's birthday and brings it home, and the doll is possessed by this serial killer guy.
Yeah. And the serial killer is played by Brad Dourif.
Yes.
And he does an awesome job.
He's so
in this
awesome
movie.
in
He's got a great
everything he
voice.
does, yeah.
And he becomes a voice in Chucky later on.
Yeah.
You get to see him a little bit in the beginning, when he's getting chased by another kind of legendary cult figure, who Chris Sarandon. And he's famous for Fright Night.
Yeah.
As a kind of suave vampire role in The Master Vampire, which is a really good movie too. But
yeah, I mean, Chucky, the doll, which is now possessed by the guy.
And the mom, Catherine Hicks, she goes and buys the doll from the bum and takes it home to her kid. He is so wanting this doll.
Yeah, he's been wanting this doll. I don't know why, because it's the ugliest ass doll ever.
It's almost like he got teased though in the beginning. There was a box that just looked like it'd be a doll box, but there was clothes in it. And kids hate clothes, really. I mean, most kids really want like toys.
He was just
stuff.
like, oh man.
Yeah, so she figures that out. And
but
I'm gonna get the doll.
He gets the doll, and the doll talks to him and stuff. And at first, you don't realize it. If you haven't seen the movie, you don't realize it, and you think it's just like every other kid. It's their imaginary friend doll. And they're talking to it. But no, this doll talks back. Yeah. And it ends up wreaking havoc, and it's just. Yeah. I don't want to give too much away, but
Chucky talks like a sailor, by the way.
Yeah, he does.
He's got a mouth.
A really angry sailor.
Yeah, he's got quite the mouth for a little pissed off doll.
But yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah. This is like one of the best doll franchises.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's been others that are actually based on more true stuff, but
I really enjoyed this movie, but I'm not as big on the sequels. I do like Bride of Chucky, and Curse of Chucky was actually better than I thought it was. We watched it before. What was it? Yeah, a few weeks back or so. But,
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but it was better than I expected. So.
But anyway, so how many creepy doll heads?
Mongoloid doll heads.
Mongoloid doll heads would you give this?
8 out of 10.
Another 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just one of the best of its kind.
It is, but I'm still gonna go down lower than you and say 7 again, because
So you don't like it as much as me.
No. I'm just not super into the possessed doll thing. Yeah. It doesn't creep me out or anything. I'm like, eh.
What do you think of Puppet Master?
Puppet Master I like a bit better. Yeah.
Because I just like the dolls. They're really cool. Different kinds of like Blade and
Well, I mean, Chucky was cool. Like at the end, I don't want to give too much away, but at the end he was like really cool.
They should actually come out with a figure of
that one. That would be cool.
Yeah, I would definitely want to buy that.
Anyway, until next time.
Hail the horror!
Horror.
And we're out of here. Thanks, guys.